Hey everyone, it's Travis, the Pagan Scholar. I am back from festival. It was a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Did not shoot much footage while I was in the woods, but I did catch some. So if you wanted to see just the briefest of interviews, it's not even an interview, it's just two questions that I asked my friend. I'm going to put that on the Facebook page for Pagan Scholar, so you can go check that out. I wanted to do a whole video of all the stuff that we brought back from CMA, from the Council of Magical Arts. If you're interested in going to that festival, they do it twice a year. I'm going to put a link in the description. There's going to be a lot of links in the description, just so you know. But yes, it was a fantastic, fantastic weekend, and the vendors there were phenomenal and amazing. And let's just get started, and I can show you all the stuff that I brought back. All right, so the first thing that I brought back was mead, actually. There is a vendor that attends the festival, and they are primarily mead vendors, and they are Blessed Bee. Phenomenal, phenomenal mead vendors. They make their meads from scratch, and it's just... they weren't necessarily vendors, they were actually a college organization, a pagan group for the college in Austin, and they were having a book fair, and so to raise money for their organization. Everybody in the world has a copy of this book except for me, so I finally bought one, just Spiral Dance by Starrock. I've always lived with somebody who had a copy, so I never needed to buy a copy. Well, now I've got one. Also, since it was a college group, they were selling old college textbooks. So, super excited for these because ripe with citations. The Witch Hunt in Early Modern Europe. This is purely historical. It's about the just the different ways that the medieval and early modern Europeans dealt with witchcraft, the accusations, the crimes, trials, stuff like that. And also, not too far off from that, is The Witchcraft Reader, 2nd edition. It's a collection of essays dealing with different topics within historical witchcraft. So there's the medieval origins, witchcraft, magic, and fear, the idea of a witch cult, witchcraft and the Reformation, witchcraft and authority, witchcraft, possession, and the devil, witchcraft and gender. So it's a bunch of essays about like emotional politics and different ways that witchcraft was engaged with and how it sort of was understood, the different paradigms that were going on within witchcraft in the same time periods as the witch hunts and stuff like that. So super interesting, probably boring books, but I'm gonna read them and use them as authority. We discovered while we were at festival Grove and Grotto. For accoutrement, you need to check out Grove and Grotto. So to start things off pretty easy and simple, I got a shit ton of rocks. Just tumbled. We've got some lapis and some apatite, I'm not sure. Amazonite, I don't know. Some Christophase, which I got from a different vendor that was right next to them. Anyways, and some clear quartz. So these are actually going to be giveaways, little things that I can put in packages. That's super fun. Those were all $1 each. Then I got this beauty. This is a selenite orb, and it came with a stand. And it's just amazing. Just look at the way the light plays with that. That is just amazing. And I'm really not one for rocks and crystals, but I saw that and it was $15. So, hell yes. And then, still not done, in their bargain section, I bought an Athame. I already had an Athame, but I saw this one. And here it is. This is fantastic. It was $10. It's meaty, it's heavy. This is like it's a phallic tool, but it is tempered with feminine iconography. And it's just, you hear that? Anyways, I gotta come up with a name for it. So that's actually, oh no, there was one other thing that I got, but we have to step outside for me to show you. These guys actually came home with us. We got some tomatoes and some peppers, we're assuming, but during one of the main rituals, we were gifted a plant, and we were told to, I don't know, to feel the awakening of life and Beltane energies and all of that wonderful, wonderful energy. And everybody else in my camp, they were like, we don't have a garden. We have nowhere to put this. So we were elected to take them home. The rest of my garden is kind of doing okay, but it's, yeah, these are kind of fading. But yeah, everything else seems to be growing and growing and growing and growing, and we keep buying more plants. We've got some that we gotta put out. Anyways, alright guys, let's go back inside so we can finish the video. So yeah, that's all of the stuff that we brought back from festival. It was a really wonderful, wonderful experience to go. It was for Beltane. They do it early so people can celebrate the Beltane proper with their own groups. But it was a really beautiful experience. I remember holding the plant in a ritual and just feeling all of this wonderful spring energy. There was this music in my head, and it was just this wonderful symphony, cacophony of sound, of life coming back into the earth. And it was exactly what I needed. And then something else happened, something totally vain and stroking my ego, but on 2 separate occasions, someone was like, hey, are you Travis? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, the Pagan Scholar? And I'm like, yeah. And she was like, I follow your channel. And it's like, oh my god, people know me. And it was super interesting. And anyways, but yes, it was a wonderful festival, and I'm excited to celebrate spring, and I hope that your Beltane will be just as magical. And I look forward to hearing about what you're going to do for Beltane. If you're going to go anywhere, if you're going to do anything, just, yeah, leave it in the comments below. I would love to hear how you want to celebrate spring. So yeah, guys, I'm going to cut out. I have another video to make for the Tarot and Poetry series. It was pretty well received, so I'm gonna keep on doing that and see if I make any more sense, or if I just completely lose the train of thought with those videos. But anyways, thanks for sticking around. As always, merry meet, merry part, and merry meet again.